Greetings, everybody. It is Ariane here once again, bringing you the latest updates on the Ascension process, seen through my eyes, through my guidance, and as I'm seeing it unfold around me. So, around us. It's just a remarkable experience what is taking place every day. I, I'm finding ways to be just completely put in awe, where just like, wow, the magnitude every day is this growth of joy, expansion, connectivity. It's just amazing. More and more, what do I see this ascension as? Um, Connecting with all of creation. It's connecting with yourself, with all of your cells, with all your organs, with all your bones, with every bit of your body, with all your subtle bodies, with all your light bodies, with all of your I am presence, higher selves, and then with all these other beings of light, and through this thread of creation. It's a process, and the reason it is a process, every time you reestablish this connection to a greater part of creation, which within you, the more you make yourself whole within it, also you make yourself whole all around in all creation. And it's just phenomenal. The more that I go through and make a new connection, I feel more energy, more love, more potential flowing through my being. And it's just like, it's so amazing. I don't, words are really having a hard time capturing any of it. But it's like understanding what it means to be in oneness or unity consciousness. It's more than a thought, it's more than a concept, but it means so much where you're not even sure where you begin or end anymore, where there's a total disillusion of the ego. It just is going out because that ego is ownership, and you move into this co-creative expression, and you are an extension of creation, and creation is an extension of you. It is a symbiotic shared experience, harmony. See the figure eight, and that's back and forth, in and out, up and down. It's this life continuously feeding on itself in all directions, in any which way imaginable. And it just grows. It grows and it expands. That's the beauty of this. There is no limits once you get to these higher frameworks, which is frequencies. As you get there, there's just more ways to continue to expand. And it's just amazing. And you only expand when you are united with all of creation. Creation supports itself. This is amazing. This is a profound feeling. Of course it does, because it's the same thing in your body. If your body is experiencing discord or dis-ease, there's a disconnection within itself. So how can it support itself if it does not even connect with the entirety of itself? Well, that's it. You have a disconnection there. You're not firing. The systems aren't functioning. You're not connecting to all the cells, to all the organs, and all this. So therefore, there's not the vibrational harmony that holds everything in and gives vitality. Same thing, with all of creation. Same thing. Once we make the connection within, we also make it all around. And then we're supported because we are a part of creation. There is no way except for that we believe ourselves to be separated. As we let go of that old pattern, that ego, we find ourselves reconnected back into this fabric of all of creation, and there's many ways to be threaded into it. And that's the beauty of this process. Each time you go through a new part, you connect it within yourself, and then you see it's also expressed outside of yourself in your own immediate life, within your own connection to the earth, or with other beings, plants, animals. You'll feel it, just this amazing connection, where you're almost, at the beginning, like where you feel your heart starting to beat with life, and the more it goes, you do, because that's what it means to be united in this unity field, is where you're sharing the whole fabric of creation. And then there is a unique expression that your character is playing, and that is you are also an extension of a magnitude of life forms, of streams of consciousness within your being. in your cells. Call to them. They're very conscious. They're very alive, very intelligent, just as you are. And all that you represent, the I am, the same as in your cells. And these cells make your organs. These organs make up your different parts of your body and the functions. So call to your cells. They are all a part of you. They are like a small microcosm of you. You are a small microcosm of the earth. All of you, us, we're all a microcosm of God, of all of creation. It's a never-ending fractal in all directions. The base mechanics are the same, and the level of expression is how each group of life forms and life streams choose to create. And that's where we are right now. We're like, okay, well, once we're reconnected and fully established, well, then we have unlimited potential, and we start working for the highest and best good of all, because we realize we are always connected, and that we are all intimately connected to what our actions do, and therefore we allow all this creation to move through us, so we support ourselves. And it's just amazing. So as this takes place through this ascension process, you see and feel your own body coming into a vitalization, a healing even, that you've never experienced. It's like, oh, wow, I didn't even know that. I thought I was really healthy, and I thought, my energies were good. I've been on a spiritual path. Whoa, wait a minute. I had no idea. It's like that every moment. There is no cap. There is no plateau where you reach and say, I got this. No, it is always being created. It is always being expanded. That is the fun. That is the joy of this process. It's self-discovery. And when you discover the self, you discover all of creation. And that's why it's never ending, and it's completely expansive. And so each moment gives an opportunity to explore and to see yourself in a new way that you never known before, and that's also all of creation. And you see, I understand. And then today, a new level. Okay, I can't really grasp anything or my mind around this. I'm just going to keep showing up with an empty cup and saying, fill it. And then it's because it's never ending. It's always, always expanding. That is the nature of the spiral. That is the nature of creation. To excite your joy and to find a new way to express yourself, to express the Creator through creation. And it's just a paradox, I guess, somewhat, but it's absolute amazing fun. Pure joy to feel this intimacy between your own being, and to literally walk around and feel light within your cells, within your body, within different parts. And then when you call to them, when you actively more involve them, just like, well, if I'm working on my chakras, well, I'm working on the chakras for all of my cells, because they're a macro or microcosm of me and of God, of all the same structure. So I'm going to pay credit. And then you find this beautiful, amazing, amazing connection, and I see them, they'll show me themselves as like Buddhas. I'm like, all right, let's clear out toxins today. And then they show like little Buddhas with little brooms sweeping out stuff out of each cell. And you're just like, oh, wow, everything is alive. There is nothing that is not alive except for, our belief that it is not alive. Consciousness is in every bit of you, and in the parts where you don't even think it's there, that's the elementals within you. Besides the cells, these are elemental streams of consciousness, and they also are very much alive and very intelligent. And they are very much a part of your expression, of your totality. So this is the ascension. The ascension is moving back into wholeness. Wholeness of all of creation within you, all of creation around you, and all of creation beyond, as far as you can think and as far as you cannot think, because it goes and it goes and it goes. And when you remember to tune back into this, this is it. This is being alive. This is being perfect. This is being complete, pure potential. This is it. Because I am creation, and creation is all of me, and I am now, no longer limited. That was the old experience we chose. Part of this new aspect is moving back into creation, where we support one another always. Even if you're walking a path and never connecting to anybody, you're still supported by all of creation in your body and also all around. It supports all of your body. They give you all the elementals and everything for you to walk your walk. So remember, no matter how, if you're with a group of people, if you're by yourself, or if you're, in the etheric with the many different light beings, no matter where you're at, all of creation is within you, all around you, and is you. And you are creation. This is the fun part about it. It's like keep saying it, keep feeling it, keep seeing it move back and forth within it, folding in, expanding out, all around. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. Life will take every opportunity possible and expand. Because why? It creates more joy to explore new things, just as you are. Whenever you've done something new and exciting, you get your heart pumps. You're like, oh wow, And if you can't remember that, go back to when you were a kid. Everything was brand new. You never saw anything. It was like, touching, eating, tasting, feeling. Tapping into all these senses. Well, that's what it is again. That's what this new reality is. It's never been explored, it's never been created, because it is being created in the moment. It is now. There is no yesterday, there is no tomorrow. We show up with what is already now, and we build upon it, we expand upon it, and then we pull in all the knowledge, all the wisdom, all the resources we need right through our heart center. And then we bring that into a living manifestation. That is the greatest part of all this, just seeing it. Yeah, it's amazing, 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 amazing. So I'm grateful to continue to share, this updates, these processes, and how everything's really unfolding. It's just, it excites my joy to go through this, and and to know that each day is a new creation and something that has never happened before. And each day that I show up like that, I'm shown there's something new to explore and to step into and expand upon. It's amazing. It's never ending, and that's the beauty. That's why it cannot be defined. What is ascension? What is it not? It's progression. It's reconnection. It's expansion. It's it's creation in the moment. It's taking place. That's what it is. That's if there were a summarized version, that's it again. It's frequency in action, creation in action. Continuous motion on the spiral. Yeah. So get out there, be a child, explore, have fun, touch everything, once again, you may have touched it, 100 times, but you never touched it with this childlike presence now. You haven't touched it with this new frequency, which is every day, when you walk out and you open yourself to life, turn your frequency to gratitude and appreciation and acknowledgement, appreciating ourselves. Appreciating that we are a part of all of creation, and appreciating and acknowledging that we are all sharing this, that we are all dancing together, all of us, every expression, every form, every facet, every fabric, every bit of creation is in this dance together. And it's, and yesterday was a remarkable breakthrough again for the whole earth. And we saw Christ consciousness be established. This is a new network, a new field of a very, very intimate interconnectivity. And this is, I thought, the last few weeks I was experiencing oneness or unity consciousness, and I was, to a degree, to a certain level, but it gets deeper and more bonded, more intimate, and that's what I got to experience last night, and will continue. And this is, where everyone will move into. This is what it means to be the return of the Christ, or the Christ, and this is where we all get to be that part. As we raise our frequency, we step into this field. And as this was established And there was a few of us that were able to step into this field. And as we did, it is amazing. I felt complete dissolving of my body. I could look and say, yes, I'm still there. I see this. I see this. But I could not feel it. It was like, okay, I am now everything. And I felt it like, ah, I feel this. I feel, oh. And then, we saw all of creation besides humanity that was ready for this to be plugged into this increased consciousness field. And as soon as they did, I could feel them pulsating, breathing, living within me, and I within them, and us within all. This fabric is amazing, this interconnectivity. I'm like, all right, I tune into the birds, and then, whoo, they come through and they're speaking as a unified field. This love is just permeating through and just like pulsating, like, oh, wow, and all I could feel is myself in this globe, this sphere of energy where we're all sharing it. And then I feel like it's moving through each form, and then it'd come back to my form, and it's just moving everywhere. It's where you move your focus to once you move into this really unified field of created consciousness. And it's like, oh, wow. I was even like dizzy, like almost nauseous at first because I, was disconnected from what I, identify with, this self, which is, disconnected from all of creation. So as I felt this as new sensations, the new vibratory patterns to integrate and to explore. And we just sat and were leveled. We're completely in awe by this, and I'm still exploring this. This is brand new, just happening, now available for all of humanity. All the different expressions of life that were already on the planets, they already moved into this field. They started moving into that thread, and they're there all waiting for us. Ascend into this fabric, ascend into your wholeness, into all of creation. This is where we'll start really bringing through amazing miracles, is as we start connecting into this unified field, this created field of love and light. This is where we'll understand what it is to be the Christ. It is a unified presence of love. It is a shared co-creative expression. Even though we hold this character, we work through the greater whole, meaning we cannot operate without all of creation. And that's where our true strength, this is where our true vitality, our power, this is where all of our potential is through co-creation. In each level, we just connect into a more intimate, a more interwoven fabric of creation. And that's what this new created field is. It's phenomenal. And so those of you that are watching this, you'll see we're going to be playing with this and experimenting with it, doing more like small groups, getting everybody prepared for it to step into this higher level of consciousness. You have to be a vibratory match to it, balanced, equated within yourself, whole within yourself, which is also in the greater whole. So we'll be doing many different exercises and many programs to work into this. But I just, want you to know it's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I thought I knew, and another chip at the old ego again. Oh, gone. Yep, there's the ego, thinks it knows it. I know. No, you don't know. You don't know because it hasn't been created. It hasn't been experienced. How could you possibly know something that has not happened or taken place? Exactly. Okay. Show up with no expectations. Show up like a little baby, like a little kid, exploring everywhere. What is this? What is that? Exactly. Doesn't matter if you see it. Go touch it again. See if does it feel different? Maybe it moves. Maybe it speaks to you this time. Well, that's just a chalkboard. Well, that's just a toy. That's just a fridge. Well, how do you know that there's not consciousness there till you explore it with a complete open innocence and vulnerability that you've never touched, felt, or experienced it ever before? And then you apply this to all the life forms, plants, animals, people. Oh, it's amazing, 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 amazing. There's no way, I'm just floored, wowed, everything, It's That's it. This is this new field that we're going to be playing with. We're going to be learning how to really share co-creation and, see what it means to be one divine being of light, but still be many divine beings of light. It's the paradox. One is the other, as above, so below, as within, so all around. It's everything is everything. All is love and support. It's so phenomenal, and that's yeah. That's the ascension process where it is right now. That's what I'm experiencing. That is what is coming through to connect to. This is what is being delivered and experienced. How each person experiences it is different, and that's why nobody's denied this. That's why you can't move from A to Z, because you would not experience the glory of self-discovery, the joy of it, and that is why you chose this path, this particular lifetime, so that you could move through all these lessons and these realizations and these reconnections. It is an absolute joy, the purest sensory experience for this manifestation. Self-discovery. Self-discovery means discovery of all of creation, because yourself is all of creation, and it's amazing. And that's as you move into this process, you'll appreciate that, and you'll see why you have to make that choice, that you're ready to move through it, and then you have to let your actions, support that choice, and you'll see, wow, no wonder why. You're like, wow, this is amazing, and then you're even more excited to keep moving forward. And then the more that you become complete and whole, you realize you're making the whole entire planet, the earth, the collective, more whole, because you are a part of that whole, and it is a part of us. So healing yourself heals the whole world, the whole planet, all of earth, all of creation even, because all of creation is missing us, that we've disconnected ourselves. So it's not whole until we make ourselves whole. And then it goes whole all the way up and around. And then we get more support from all of creation. And then you just see it just keeps feeding on itself. So by being you, the best that you can be, the highest vibration that you can be each and every single day, you not only bring, wholeness and balance and ascension to you, but to the planet. You bring more love, more light. What does that do? Well, it makes you more complete. It makes you more opportunities. Because you have all this life force that is just moving, expressing, bouncing, living, breathing, being, flowing. It's just amazing, and that's it. Everything is connected. Everything is together. We're all sharing this experience, and we're moving back to that realization. We're learning to explore it just like a child, learning to be innocent, pure innocence again, and no control. No control of any of this. Who would want to control it? It's much more fun to share it, to explore it together, to find ways to grow together. Yeah, you've done that before. Worked with another person, walked down the beach with another person, had a phone conversation with another person or with a group. Of course. How does it make your heart soar? What does it make you feel? Now imagine that. All of life doing this. All animals, all plants. Imagine when you walk down the street and you see grass around you on the lawn, you look at the flowers, and they speak to you just like you'd say hi to somebody else. Maybe you'll sit down and start communicating with them. Can you imagine that? Truly acknowledging life at every level, feeling life at every level, experiencing life at every level. Well, I can tell you, I have experienced this. I have seen this. I have felt this. And I've had amazing conversations with all these different expressions of life from all different frequencies and dimensions. Here, the physical, all the way up to the etheric, and every frequency you could think of, and those that you can't even think of. I've seen it. I've felt it. Don't take my word for it. Trust your own experience. that's why I want to encourage you to have your experience too. I want you to share this with all of us and show us how your ascension is going and how you are feeling this and how you are creating a new unique flavor for all of us to experience, a new perspective for us all to share in, you know. I'm excited for that. That's why I'm doing these videos. That's why I'm sharing this. This is what I'm experiencing. I want to encourage and influence, to you to go out and experience it. Don't even take my word. Is this really possible? Is this, hey, I didn't believe it was until I experienced it. And I had to make the choice that said, well, I'm willing to go through it, and because I know in my heart. And that's what, feel in your heart right now. Am I just speaking nonsense, shenanigans? Or is this something that, is possible? Is this really true? Ask your heart. And then let your heart be your driving force for exploration of yourself, of creation, of the world around you. It's there, waiting to be built, waiting to support our deepest and truest heart's desire. That's who we are as creators. We create, and then we experience the creation. And we create, and we experience a creation. And this goes continuously. This is the spiral. Instead of the circle, we go on the spiral, where it's never ending and it's always expanding. So as you grow in consciousness, as you grow in awareness, you can therefore create something even more enriching, something even more expansive and joyful, something more loving. Something, more intricate and creative, whatever you wish. That's the beauty, that's the joy of this. The higher we raise our vibration, the more united we become, the more we can create, the more we can expand. And that's what and I'm just seeing on this base level where it's at right now, and I'm floored, I'm amazed, I'm joyed, I'm excited. I'm so excited. So excited. I'm like, should I just keep doing videos every few days? Is this really is the ascension process happens as fast as you wish it to, as fast as you allow it to. If you surrender that silly ego, you surrender to yourself, you surrender to all of creation, you surrender to God, you surrender to the beings that you know and love, you'll see this connection. You'll see that ego, that self that believes it is separate from all of creation slowly dissolve, and you'll feel this love and this joy and this connection to creation, and then we start bringing in all these new frameworks, levels of reality that we've been holding in our deepest heart's desire. We're ready to bring that into manifestation now. Let's do it. Let's be the greatest expression of love that we can be. And that's every single day. Let it grow. We can be unlimited expression amount of love. Every day we show up. We just keep expressing it more and more. We keep being more and more. More joy, more love, more appreciation, more gratitude. It builds on itself. This is the beauty of creation. This is like this amazing design that was placed before us. It just never ends. It's always expanding. Life is so amazing when you tune into it and you realize we are all sharing this dance. We are all together in this, no matter what. So when you're out there, you see someone, see that all of creation in them. See that pure potential. They're a child of God as well, just as you are. See us all in this joy, in this pure vibration, this big dance, this symbiotic orchestra. It's there, it's us, we're it is us. Well, that's it. I think that's covered quite a bit. Really wanted to express the joy, and especially this new increased consciousness field that's there. And what they're telling me is miracles are available now. The opportunities are there. As long as we step into this higher expressions, new frameworks, new frequencies, it's there for us. We can truly tune into all the resources we need to build what we truly desire. So see it, feel it, know it, pursue it and apply to it, align to it. It's there, it's here, it's available. We're doing it. Join us, join all of creation. Let's let this wave continue to grow and build and expand with joy and love. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for allowing me to share myself. Thank you for allowing me to share this experience. And thank you for allowing yourself to live through me, which is another one of you, and me living through you, which is another one of me, and us living through God, and God living through us, because we're all it. It's all us. We're all the same, carrying forth the unique expression. So I love you. I am you. Thank you. Blessings.